Today we're gonna grind our own beef. Why do we wanna do that? We wanna make sure that it's top quality and we wanna make sure that it's the consistency that we need. When you buy from the supermarket, you don't know what's in it and it has that pasty texture that's very hard to work for some recipes. So today we're starting with very high quality picanha beef steaks. This has a good blend of fat and meat. For most recipes that you use ground beef, you need really, really fatty. So more expensive cuts like filet mignon aren't really the best. In this case, we're getting this from Meat and Bone. This has a marbling quality of between 8 and 9. So you know that it's gonna be very rich in fat. Let's start by cutting the meat into chunks that are easier to manage with a meat grinder. We're gonna cut it pretty much into maybe like half an inch or to an inch cubes. Here, I'm trying to cut where I have a good amount of fat and meat, sometimes in the same, let's say, bite, even though it's not really a bite. This way, the ground beef that comes out of it is a little bit more mixed with both. You wanna be sure that you have a very sharp knife when you're cutting the beef, especially fatty cuts. You don't want the knife slipping around. Now that the meat is cut into more manageable pieces, I'm gonna start loading them in with a good blend of fat and meat. This way I know that the flavor is really, really well mixed. And this is where it's really important to grind your own meat. I'm doing my grandmother's recipe and I wanna make her legacy proud. I do not wanna use store-bought meat that's all pasty. So here we go, I'm gonna load it up. Remember to never push in with your hands. You can just push all the way up to here, don't put them in, and we're gonna start grinding. And you'll notice that you might need to push this in a little bit. You just gotta make sure to not push your hands in or it'll get caught in the gears. So once it goes down low enough, you're gonna have more meat. Once you finish passing the meat through the meat grinder, you can choose to pass it through 1 or 2 more times depending on the consistency. Usually with tougher meats, you might have to put it more than once. And that's it. You're ready to cook, thanks to your Victoria meat grinder.